you,
Okay.
you
So
don't
I've
pay the
been dating
rent?
him. No, I don't pay any rent. He takes care of everything.
Okay.
He is wrong, but he actually can't change. And it's funny because his mom and his sister both have the same exact problem. So I was wondering what you would recommend for him.
I would recommend that you stop judging him because you know better. You got to realize you live with him. You're living with a man out of wedlock. So you're lying about what is right. Sarah, smile. Sarah, won't you smile a while with me? Sarah out of Los Angeles, our first time caller. Sarah, thank you for calling and thanks for
Jesse.
holding. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All is well. No woman is good.
Well, okay.
All is well, but not. I'm doing good. But go ahead.
Okay. So I had a question. I'm not looking for advice on whether I should stay with my boyfriend or not.
Are you living with him now?
I am currently living with him, yes.
Amazing. Okay, go
I
ahead.
live with him, though.
Amazing.
I don't pay any rent. Okay.
You don't
So
pay
I've
the
been dating
rent?
him. No, I don't pay any rent. He takes care of everything.
Okay.
Okay. So I've been with him for 4 years, and overall, he is a great man. Treats me great. Everything is good. The problem in our relationship is he is a pathological liar. He will lie about anything, even if he doesn't realize he is lying. And he's actually called on your show before, and on Saturday he just went to the men's conference. So he has an understanding of where he is wrong, but he actually can't change. And it's funny because his mom and his sister both have the same exact problem. So I was wondering what you would recommend for him.
I would recommend that you stop judging him because you know better. You got to realize you live with him. You're living with a man out of wedlock. So you're lying about what is right. You are having sex with a man out of wedlock. So you don't love God. I would recommend that you do right before you can point out what he's doing wrong.
So you think that I should move out of his house?
Why would you,
not have sex?
Sarah, why would you lower yourself to that point of just moving in with a man, having sex with him, and not being married? Why don't you have more respect for yourself than that? What happened to women that they are willing to be made sluts by slut makers? Why don't you guys have respect for yourself anymore?
I see your point, but I do think you're a little extreme, to be completely honest with me.
And how am I extreme?
Because I think that you think it's wrong. If you don't know how many sexual partners I've had, and you call me a slut because I've
You live with a man. You live with a man. You're a slut, and he's a slut maker. And I just would love to see women come back to having respect for themselves, and the men too. But if the men are willing to have sex with you, and he's not willing to marry you, I wouldn't want my daughter to lower herself to that point where she would just let a man use her like that. And if a man have sex with you out of wedlock, he would cheat on you if and when he should marry you, because he has no control over his sex.
I understand. So this whole call just went from me asking for advice to now it's my fault that he's a liar and I live with him?
It's your fault that you're in that situation. You can't blame him for that.
Got it.
You're responsible. Adult women are responsible for their own action and what they do. No man is responsible for what you do. You can't blame him. He didn't make you live with him. He didn't make you have sex with him. You knew you weren't married before you got with him, and you're willing to do it, so you're getting what you deserve.
Okay, so let's just say I do move out or I break up with him. What can he do for himself? Because he sees that he's wrong.
But if he's concerned about that, he should call me about that, not you. Right now, you need to work on being right so you could be an example of what You need to be right and do right, and then you'll be an example, and other men and women will see that, and they will see the right way to go. But right now, you're not an example, so you're not in any position to correct him.
Understand.
And just as he is not in any position to correct you, because you both are wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
So, I know you asked me about him, but if I would recommend you folks get to know yourself so you can overcome that fallen state, and God will take care of you. Your life will be amazing. But it's not going to be amazing as long as you're doing wrong and pointing out what he's doing wrong.
Right. I see that.
That makes sense?
Yes, totally.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye now. Ladies, you guys got to do it right. Men are not responsible for your mess. You're responsible for you, and the man is responsible for him. Really? You can't blame if a man come in and you allow him to screw you. He gonna screw somebody else, and then you gonna be mad. You have no right to get mad because you were willing to do it. He didn't make you do it. He didn't make you get pregnant out of wedlock. You know what I mean? Women, you got to do right too. Return to the Father. Love your father. That way you will love God, forgive your mother for setting you up by turning you away from the fathers. Love your earthly father so you can love God, and he'll do the same for you. He loved all his sons and daughters who return to him. Really, and he'll treat you well. You don't have to sacrifice yourself just to be with a man. That doesn't make sense. Do it right, and you will have a man that will be with you until death do you part. You really will. And you can't blame the man. And women, you can't fix a man, especially when you're wrong. Just FYI. Ladies, stop blaming somebody else. And the men can't blame. What point do you take responsibility? When you become an adult. That's the point.